today, the Senate voted on a concealed arms law. Now, what they wanted to do, the conservatives in the Senate, is pass a law saying, hey, you know what, if one state says you can have a concealed weapon, the other, in this case 48 states, for whatever reason, in the mainland, are bound by the other states' laws, and they have to reciprocate. So meaning if I'm going from, Texas to New Mexico, and Texas has certain laws that allow me to carry concealed weapons, but New Mexico doesn't, well, New Mexico has to respect Texas's concealed weapons law and allow me to carry my concealed weapon. And of course, this almost passed. Now, in fact, it got over 50 votes. It got 58 votes. But it needed 60 to get past a Democratic filibuster. Okay, how do you like them apples? A little role reversal. And they couldn't get enough senators to do it, although they had a number of Democrats voting for it. Now, you might pause and say, hey, wait a minute. Now, I thought the Republicans and the conservatives were very concerned about states' rights. And we can't have, different states telling one another how to, live their lives and what laws to pass, etc. Remember, on the gay rights issue, they say, well, if Massachusetts passes a law saying that gays can get married, Texas doesn't have to abide by that law, or North Dakota or anywhere else. I mean, they had the exact opposite reaction to the gay marriage issue as they do to the concealed weapons issue. Now, did that hypocrisy bother anybody? No, of course not. It's Washington. They're like, what are you doing? We do hypocrisy for a living. Right? So, undeterred by that, they went and they almost got it passed. But this is, this is absolutely crazy. And I'm glad that it was at least enough, sane Democrats left that they could at least defeat this thing overall. Because, look, think about it. This is what Chuck Schumer said from New York. He's like, so you got a different law somewhere saying you can carry a concealed weapon. And you come into the state of New York where we say you've got to register your weapon. It's a whole process to get a permit. In Dallas, it takes 10 hours of training to get a weapon, to get a permit for a weapon, okay? So it's not just New York. It's all over the country. There are different laws, and different laws make sense for different states. I mean, if you're out in Montana and you want to be able to grab a gun and go hunting, etc., rifle, and they want to make that easy on you, maybe that makes sense, right? But in the middle of New York, you don't want everybody walking around with a concealed weapon. He's like, and I can't have you saying, oh, just because any state says you can have a concealed weapon, then you could all walk around Central Park packing heat. And of course, John Thune, Republican senator, is like, if you were, I'll tell you what, Central Park would be a lot safer. No, it wouldn't. I don't know if you've ever been in Central Park. Yeah, you go to Central Park at night and say, all right, everybody's got a weapon. See how that turns out for you. Okay? Come on, man. So anyway, hey, look, I mean, barely, but sanity won out here today. It's like the first gun rights law that hasn't passed in forever. So it turns out the NRA can be defeated when they get crazy enough. And like I said, they had over 50 senators anyway. And one of the congressmen, you know who it was? I'm sorry, Senator David Vitter from Louisiana comes out and gave kind of a veiled threat. On his speech, he was like, the NRA is taking notes, and you will be graded on this, and it will be an election issue. Ooh, are you carrying something concealed, David Vitter? Well, I know what you're carrying. And I think all the hookers in New Orleans know what you're carrying, too. So, put it away. Is that a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Okay, calm down. That's, I guess, good news, although, goddamn, it took a fight.